fabulous game. So yeah, it's Bayonetta's 10th birthday. She's 10 years old, which is crazy as hell. It's actually older than that, but technically the game came out in Japan 10 years ago today. So that's kind of crazy. Yes, these businessmen from Paprika, not so sexy. Paprika herself, kind of sexy. We'll let that go here. So, yeah, so my original plan today was just to keep going through and playing some Ninja Gaiden, but I'm like, wait a minute. 10th anniversary. Definitely got to play the first game, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's get this fired up. What was that? Sega. All right. Oh yeah, there's actually for the PC version, if anyone has the Steam version, on the speedrun.com site for Bayonetta 1, one of the runners, Ace Krana, posted up his save file where he has like everything unlocked. So if you have the Steam version, you can just get everything from the get-go. Let's try this. Options, controller vibration off, good. Alright, looks like we're all good. So last time I played, I got all the way up to chapter 5. I'm not going to start the game over. I'm just going to keep going. So this is actually one of the save files that Ace put up himself. So he's got a Jean one, and he's got one also for Bayonetta, which has everything. Alright. Oh, I love how fast this game loads. That was literally the load screen, like you're seeing in Bayonetta 2. It's just PC version's like, blink and you're gone.
Where the hell am I? I'd better have got frequent flyer miles for that flight.
And it's all Bayonetta 1 combos, since this is Bayonetta, that makes sense. Alright, so I have guns.
You want to touch me?
Ooh, left trigger switches. This is gonna be a little weird, because these are the Bayonetta 2's whole setup. Let's see. And no, I do not have Panther Run just yet. This game, I don't think... Actually, you get it in this chapter, actually. Oh boy, one of my friends that I absolutely hate. It's Grace and Glory, which move like cows for some reason. And they are a huge pain in this game. Yeah, in the sequel, they definitely got nerfed. They got nerfed a whole lot. They're aggravating, but they're not as aggravating. And if you remember your Bayonetta 2, this is where you run down into the hallway. Yes, there's a powerful barrier here, but something on the other side is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. So you run down and see your dad and your mom. Your mom's dead. You run up on the top of the ceiling. Yep. So this game really does tie in. Bayonetta 2 really does tie into this game quite a lot. Yeah, it's pretty good for a 10-year-old game. PC version was really ported really well. I've said before, like, you can run this game pretty much on a toaster on like 1080p 60, so.
Huh. My lipstick.
Nothing. Damn. What the?
I've often seen a girl without lipstick, but lipstick without a girl? Most curious, isn't it, Cheshire? What's also most curious is how a child like you...
It's all as curious as what happened to our animation budget.
The name is Luca! And don't you think it's a little strange to be worried about my well-being? Sure, the Festival of Resurrection is peak security. The thing only happens once every 500 years, can you blame them? Besides, when you look as good as I do, security isn't a problem. But a killer like you, on the other hand, I'm sure you found a way.
That little girl. I've seen her somewhere.
My dear, sweet child, she is the key to your future. To save yourself, you must also save the girl.
Hey, don't go freaking out on me. We both know you came here for something. But what you don't know is the closer you get, the harder it's gonna be for you to get away from me and what you've done. You'll have to fess up to it all.
For the record, he thinks that Bayonetta killed his dad.
Whatever it is you're after.
Let me guess. You want a cut? Well, if you're still alive by then, perhaps you can appeal to my generosity.
Still alive? You may be standing right in front of me, but you're definitely not living in reality. Which is a shame, because the truth is always going to be the truth. All I see when I look at you, the real you, is the truth. The truth is, you killed my father. I don't care who believes me. They can't reject the truth. The truth will set me free from your black stain on my life. The truth will allow me to expose you to the world. Then, I'll have won. And I'll do it without
Oh, the budget
stooping to
came
your
back.
level.
Good.
Because I'm not a heartless witch like you. Whoa, whoa! What are you gonna do? Kill me in plain sight? Go ahead. It would only prove everything I've said about you. Well, that and sadden the hearts of a number of young ladies. Claire and Trish and Sylvie.
Her face is also more angular too. They changed it for number
You
2.
don't want to piss her off, let me tell you. Hell hath no fury. What the?
Then we have this guy, Fearless. Another jerk. See, in this game, you really want to do torture attacks, whereas you don't want to do them in Bayonetta 2. This is where you get most of your damage. I also need to get used to the timing. This game is really different for timing. It's like there's this weird pause. Like, I'm not used to the pause for her kick for the guns to come out, like for the bullets. Alright, let's see if I can change some controls. No, I can't. Boo. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. I'll just have to get used to. Maybe. Let's see. Nope, can't change it. Bummer. So I was like, okay, I'll just change it back to what Bayonetta was. Bayonetta 2. Nope. No, don't go that way, you idiot. It's like trying to go forward. It's like, no, go back to fight those guys. Please, no. I'm begging you. Please don't. Okay, so we got that. That lovely thing there. Yay, I caught a crow. And astronomers freak out around the globe as suddenly day becomes night with a full moon. There we go. It's like, I know it's gonna be a lot of thumbstick. And these guys who never come back for the sequel. Okay, does not shoot out. Got it. Okay. Can't get over there. I thought there was something... No, wait, I think there is a chest over here. And along the side. I thought there was. Guess not. Or maybe it's the other side I'm thinking of. There it is. Let's pay a visit to Rodon, see what he's got going.
Hey, check this out. What are you buying? Heard that in a game once.
Haha! Resident Evil 4. Okay, so it's back forward. Got it. Keys of Despair. I'm well familiar with that. Yep, it's the same music. That's right, I still have that stupid thing. Stupid chainsaw. Alright. Get into another fight. Oh, camera. Come on. Be cool. So I miss about the second game is that you have so much enemy variety in the first, it just didn't get brought over to the second. Oh, I need to work on my dodging. Also, like, angel weapons in this game do a lot of damage.
want to touch me?
What is camera refocus? Right stick in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna stick with the guns. It's like I'm more familiar with that playing Bayonetta 2 than using the weapons, because weapons got a lot of use in the first game. Sword is still good, but it's like my confidence with it is not that great. Forgot I need to do this up here first, which is why I was up here. There's actually like a couple skips you can do here too. Oh, okay, I'm falling off the edge. Not good. Yeah, it's like, okay, camera, please let me see. New weapon. Forgotten how to concoct things. Now it's like, okay, well, that's how I do it, then how do I get it to confirm? Oh, I'll figure it out later. I'll just die first. Thanks, game. Yep, exactly right. It's like I was trying to get you to actually do a spin there, Bayonetta, but I didn't want to do it, I see. Thanks. Not really helping out here, buddy. Thankfully, at the end of this level, if I remember correctly, this is where I get the Panther run, so I can now run faster, which will be so much better. That's what I liked about Bayonetta 2 is they didn't take away your abilities like Metroid games did. You know, like every single Metroid game is like you have to relearn how to do your rolling bomb or do a charge shot, and this game's like, you know it from the other game, you're good. We'll let you learn other techniques if you want, but you still remember how to do this, because you're not a moron. Okay, so you need to have at least 2. Okay, I got it. So I'm not quite at 2, that's why I can't do it. Now I understand. Yay, more health. I accept. Also, for reasons I don't understand, certain parts of this game you just do not have witch time. Okay, there's something I do want to do. I think that's it. No. Is he speaking that Jawa language or Java the Hutt language? Pasta Wu, Chewbacca Wookie.
The only ones meddling are your hapless minions. This will be taken care
That's
of
a
in the
Nokian,
manner
but
I see fit.
I just wanted to make that joke.
Your assistance is not required. I suppose coming here has given you a second wind. Feeling better, Bayonetta?
Who are you? And don't you dare say my long-lost sister.
Sister? You've quite the active imagination. You and I once fought for the jewel upon the crown of the Umbra throne. And now that you've returned, my sleeping beauty, it is time to finish that fight. No time for daydreaming. Again. But perhaps this can be to my advantage.
Oh, that was nice. Guys, like, you have, like, your movement is so much slower compared to Bayonetta 2. It's hard to, like, to describe until you actually get your hands on the game. But it's like your movements are, your combat is a lot slower and deliberate. It's not as fast and freeform as it is in number 2. It's like you just have, like right there, you just have this weird pause to your movements. There's delay on everything you do. Like right there, I tried to do a punch, but the game just ate it, so... Yeah, you can really feel like the gameplay was really tightened up for number 2 for the combat.
What's the matter, sweetie?
It's a lot more fluid feeling.
Are you?
Afraid? Me?
This is a waste of my time. You're still not ready.
Yay, yes, I can. I know I can go fast. I can miss jumps. I can die like a fool.
Oh my, that was bloody amazing.
I'm a furry now. All golds, 1 silver, 1 death. Like, I get a bronze. This game is brutal for definitely for the ratings. Yeah, the mechanics in this game were definitely streamlined for number 2. I mean, like the fighting and the combat and everything was sped up and definitely made a lot better. Yeah, see, like, I have the muscle memory for number 2 in my hands, so I keep trying to do stuff. And it's just like, the combat is a lot more plotting and thoughtful. Like, you just can't go, like, punch, kick, punch, like, super fast, like you can whip it out in Bayonetta 2. Pardon me, in this game, you slow down. Punch, kick, punch. It's all, like, very deliberate and slow. Another thing, too, is that this game gives you items that you can use. But if you use them, it severely impacts your money overall. I mean, it is like a huge hit to your score. So it's even harder to kind of get money in this game. So it conditions you not to use lollipops, not to use items. And things of that nature. Number 2, they're like, we don't care. They changed it. Like, you can use items because they realized nobody was using the items in the first game because it hit you so hard in your wallet, it just wasn't really worth it. So 2 got rid of that, so if you play number 1, you use an item, it's going to drop your score. Should have saved, forgot about that. Should have also gone to Rodon to get a weapon. A lot of things I should have done. This was one of the places you can jump over. I mixed a lot of the places together in my head, because I know certain places later on you can jump over and get stuff. Also, Witch Time is a lot more strict to get for the dodge. Can I get the tuba back? Yes. The tuba shotgun. And if you're cool and awesome, as Bayonetta speedrunners are, you can actually skip this fight that's coming up here. I am not cool, I have not learned how to do that skip, so I'll be doing that fight, but I want to go to the Gates of Hell first. Get that weapon I picked up.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you. This took a bit of pounding to shape, but the workmanship's solid. Now, go put this thing to good use.
Ah, the Durga is very good. Oh, Bat Within, Crow Within, yes please. They're probably going to be stupidly expensive. I can afford them. Yeah, so basically to do the skip, I know you do like a run, jump, you do like 2 afterburner kicks, you climb up on the platform, you skip the entire fight. Pardon me, I'm not that cool. I'm not sure exactly how to do it, but that's the gist I remember. You have to use the afterburner kick to get through. Save. Yeah, these bombs do a lot of damage. Yep, we see past me, run up there, got it. Whoa, get back here. Stop, Bayonetta. Stop, lady, you're going too far. You've gone too far. Terrible sheep. There we go. It's like, there we go. It's like trying to get that stupid attack off. do also like that all these Umbra climaxes are in game engine. Something that was sorely missing from the second game, because everything was done FMVs with the exception of one that I always point out when I do my speedruns. One in Chapter 4. Yes, T. Wallace, she does. So try explaining this game to your parents that you speedrun it. It's like, so what's the game? You play as a witch whose hair are her clothes, and the stronger the attack is, the more of her clothes come off and you see her naked. So yeah, try explaining that you speedrun that game to your parents. Fly! Don't fly! I remember not liking this part. Yes. I told you Earthbound's not that good. You knew that going in, though. I mean, that's the whole thing. Earthbound is not a great game, but people just kiss its butt for whatever reason I don't know. It's a very mediocre RPG. That's why the Durgas are great in this game. Those bombs they put out are amazing. That screwed it all up. So you tried playing it, T-Walls, but did you stream it, or is it just... That's right, also in this game too, when you get hit, you lose magic power. Just testing it out. Yeah, it's, like I said, it's not a good game. It really isn't. There's no excuse for it. It's mediocre. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not good. It's just middle of the road. Oh no, not the purple drink. I don't see the purple stuff you always hear in Sunny D commercials. Yeah, cola, juice, purple drink. Sunny D?
What are you
I'll take the
boys
diabetes,
doing?
sure.
Are you hiding something from me? Come on. Cheating on me,
The drink back in the day was Tahitian Treat, which they still make, but they've cut down the sugar content. It used to have so much sugar in the drink. You could actually see it solidify on the bottom of the bottle. I mean, that stuff was like hummingbird mix. If you didn't have diabetes by the time you finished a 20 ounce of it, you definitely would.
My sweet, lovely child. She is the key to your future.
My schizophrenia is acting up again. Oh my.
I'm not normally one to play savior, but I suppose I can make an exception and kill all of you. Just this once, of course.
Yeah, so Sandy was a drink that I could drink as a kid and as a teenager. And I tried it a couple of years ago, and I'm like, I could feel the sugar on my teeth. It was like, oh my god, how did I ever drink this?
Was I just singing?
Mummy!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, little one. I am not your mother.
But, Mummy...
Will you quit calling me Mummy? Ugh. If there's two things I hate in this world, it's cockroaches and crying babies. Well, a crying baby cockroach would be truly terrible. So don't you dare cry.
Yes, Mummy.
Fine. You've got to be a strong little one to survive in a place like this. What's your name, anyway?
Teresa.
Cereza? You're not from Vigrid, are you, little one? Where are you from?
Worse yet, I made myself cry. My younger self, because time travel.
I'll hazard a guess this isn't your home. So what on earth?
Spoiler for a 10-year-old game.
My daddy told me to come here.
And whereabouts is this daddy of yours?
He was at work, but now I don't know where he's gone. I want to go home.
I can't just drag you along wherever I go, little one. So you better not be getting attached to me.
Yes, Mummy?
Come now, little one. I'll help you out of here, but that's all. And you have to promise there'll be no crying. A single tear and you'll be crying alone. Got
Yes.
Okay, Mummy.
I serve to destroy all immersion. Just like King Kong dies in the end. Rosebud is a sled. The crying game is really about people crying for a game. All will be spoiled. Alright, let me take a look real quick, because I don't care. Bayonetta, 1 weapon. Locations. I know I got 2 record pieces. There's a third one here somewhere. So I make sure I'm not missing it. Okay, so they said you can't miss it, it's on your way through the story. Good. Okay. Chapter 9 or verse 9 is the next one I'm really looking forward to, because that's where you get the Kilgores. Kilgores are awesome. You can pull off one of the coolest glitches with that. No, okay, so glad you brought that up. That guy, turns out, did not cheat on his run, which is awesome. Because I was really concerned that he was at first. So I fired up my PlayStation 3 copy of the game, and if you've beaten the game already, as soon, and you go into your options screen where you can level up your weapons, you can actually buy the weapons before you get them in the game at that point. You just have to have the necessary karma points in order to get it. So that's how the person was able to get a couple of weapons earlier than they were supposed to, which is good, because I was thinking at first, like, oh crap, I just found out a cheater. So thankfully that person did not cheat. I'm happy to report. So I started playing through, thinking, well, maybe, because it seems to be like the PlayStation 3 version does that. I don't think that the 360 lets you buy the weapons early. So I'm like, okay, so I started playing through on the PlayStation 3 to just get through the game. And unfortunately, it's like, my PlayStation 3 is like, all the fans are coming on, like, full blast. It sounds like I'm about to take off like an airplane or something. That's where I need to pick these up and use these instead. What? Why are you not letting me swing? Thank you. The game's like, no swinging for you. Bayonetta's not a swinger. So, basically, it's like I have to basically not play my PlayStation 3 anymore until I can get my hands on some thermal paste. I also want to get a Japanese fan as well, because, like, the American fans that they have on the PlayStation 3s, the fat models, had 15 blades to them. Japanese versions have... I think the American version was 17 blades. Japanese version is 19 blades on the fan. You think that doesn't make a whole lot of difference? It makes a huge difference for cooling. So I want to get thermal paste and a new replacement fan and throw those in there. So that way, because the fan is located right on top, like where the chip is. It's like you have to like take out both of them. So that's the whole shebang. It's like I need to re-thermal paste it and put in a new fan and do a lot of work in it anyway. So emulation any good? It depends. My system can't really run Ninja Gaiden Sigma too well. I have not tried Razor's Edge though. I'll probably have to download it and try it out. See how it runs on emulator. Oh no, not this part. I remember this. Come on, you stupid kid. So I've heard that like you can emulate the game on PlayStation 3, Razor's Edge, but I just have not tried it out yet. So Wii U emulation's getting closer though. Getting very close to being able to be actually a fully playable game, which would be very nice.
Hey! This is probably how you got lost to begin with.
Mommy.
Don't worry, it's always scary the first time you see them. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Your kind invitation. I do hope you've prepared dessert as well.
You're deaf now, girl. Both ears right next to it. You're deaf.
Oh, what a love.
She's like, oh, that's why my ears ring.
And dancing, too. Cereza, my dear, watch and learn.
Just watch me get my butt kicked. Now this is like one of the weirdest parts of the game. It's like I can't see who's attacking and where. So look, I caught her! Yay! But only it wasn't me. Somehow... This thing was fighting instead of me? What? I hear a dance-off coming. Alright, so I need to put... Yes, that will do. Yeah, just time to die. Perfect. For me. I need an adult! I'm confused and turned on. I don't know what to feel. And of course you have to do a torture attack on this one because it's special. Okay, so I need to hit it from the front then. There we go. Hook.
Mummy? You're a mom? You?
Come now, Cheshire. Look at me. Do I look like I have any interest in children? Now making them, well, that's another story.
Sexual tension, which
Whoa,
doesn't
whoa.
exist in the second
You're
game.
getting the wrong idea. I mean, it might be the right idea, but not right now, right? Yeah, speaking of right, I'm glad I've been standing around waiting for you, because I knew we'd cross paths. See, the only way to reach the upper crust and their gated island of champagne wishes and caviar dreams is over Prominence Bridge.
Oh, yes. The island. Lovely place, isn't it? Oh, now what?
Don't play games with me. You've worked your magic on this poor defenseless child, haven't you?
Now
You're a
Bayonetta has to
sad,
put out
sick
an
woman.
Amber
You know that?
Alert. Has to go in front of the press about how
I was
Luca
her age
kidnapped
when you
her
killed my
herself.
Wait. No. You couldn't. Oh my god, you did, didn't you? You killed her parents!
Come to think of it, she's better off with you. You two are more hassle than you're worth.
What?
Just keep a good eye on her, or you're going to catch hell for it. No good deed goes unpunished, and you never know when a monster may sneak up on you.
Mummy, look out!
How the...
Mummy, no!
How can she see me?
So one thing I really wish they would have done for the PC release of this game was to finish the cutscenes, but I guess they decided to keep it as it is because it would have taken a lot more work and money, and they're keeping it true to the original game, just with a far better frame rate and textures.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack! Ready, fire!
Oh, he got in the way.
Round over.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me.
Don't worry, I'm bad. Anyway, to the
Let me go
bone.
whip some
You
things in
got
the
that joke
shape.
right.
Made me break a sweat. I gotta give it to my tropical friends. They sure are fun to play around with. So
Oh
much
yes, the
fun,
ice skates.
I brought back a special playmate just for you.
Steam cool. Bayonetta. Click Coco. Casablanca. Bring Kamarus Roth. Pox.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town. See that? everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs.
Asp koask gasage. Iara ma gitchlok. Obrit. Os. Icho. Mahorema. Nerifi obritsure. Donas tu gama. Ovors tus tax. Kien ikwas ahi. Nolani kaus priudra. Courtis magnifica.
I'm not much for the talkative types. How about we have a little fun instead? You did plan on having fun with me, right? There'll be plenty of time for pillow talk afterwards.
Come on, game. Get me back there. There we go. There it is. I was like, wait a minute. Clutch that one.
All done? Well, let me give you back your toy then.
Gotta love the humor in this game. Another fun little thing that just didn't make it over in the transition for number 2. It's like 2 is just such a different game from this one. It's like not nearly as campy in the sequel.
Bugger. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.
But I do like that they changed Jean's design for the sequel. I think her Bayonetta 2 design is a lot better.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack! Ready, fire! Round over.
Ah, yes. Route 66. You can actually bypass almost all this level. It's this long, like, motorcycle sequence. You do a flute, like a, yeah, there's an item called, like, the flute. It damages everything in this game. It was removed for the sequel. And it turns you around. You go backwards for a little bit here, then I think you have to do another flute to turn yourself backwards forward. You can skip the entire game. Like, you can skip not the entire game, but this entire level. It takes like this 5-minute driving sequence and cuts it down to like 10-15 seconds. I first saw General Beatrix do it on one of his YouTube videos. He was showing it off. I'm like, that is an awesome trick. And I did it once on the 360 and it corrupted my save file, so I was not happy. So there is an extremely low chance on 360 at least it might corrupt your save.
I don't suppose I can call a cab to get me to the island.
Look alive, people! We have an unidentified vehicle approaching. Close the gate!
told you there was nothing to worry about.
Mummy! Mummy saved us.
What?
Hello there, Cheshire.
Shit!
Mummy!
It seems your driving is on par with your journalism.
I figured I'd beat you to the island, but the guards had another idea, didn't they? Not really my best plan, huh?
You think you've got me figured out, don't you?
We journalists have to have some detective skills, you know? You're after a gemstone, and that stone has to be in the Ithoval Group building. I'm headed there too.
How odd. You seem to know where I'm going before I do. Yet you don't seem to know how to drive a car in a straight line.
What am I? A chauffeur?
Cheshire, do you have any idea what prolonged walking in this salty air will do to my hair?
Well, I tend to use some product when I go to the beach.
Little one, get down! Put your foot down, Cheshire. I'll take care of our pest problem.
Wonderful.
I'm getting the distinct impression I'm not wanted on that island. But I love it when people play hard to get.
Thanks, game. It's like, no, we're just gonna stop that animation. I think that's it. Nope, there's one over here. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing somebody. So I hate this part. You have to deal with the traffic and these jerks. Why does it keep... It's like I'm trying to do like punch, kick, punch. It's like just doing a straight off sword spin. It's like I really don't know why I keep doing that. It's weird because I keep doing a punch kick, and I'm trying to do like punch kick punch, and like you do punch kick, and then she does like this like 360 spin. I'm not inputting it. I don't know why that's coming out. And it so enraged me, it gave me a nosebleed. It's like so angry. Here we go. Yes, if you feel that, you do die.
Time to go boom!
For those video game fans, you might recognize the music. A little game of Sega's past. Weird place to save, but okay. Get out of the way, come on. Oh, that was nice. Went right into an oncoming car. And the game turned me off the track. Alright. Okay, that was an interesting glitch. I don't know if it gave me the heart piece for it or not, so I'm just gonna do it again. Just make sure. Okay, it looks like it did. Good. There we go. It's like I'm actually trying to kill myself. Missed something. Need to go through that arch again. Okay, game. I have never seen the game glitch out this much before on this level. It's something I have to ask the other Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta speedrunners about. They'll know more about this game than I do. It's just like, yeah, I was falling through highway, all sorts of nonsense. Okay. Why is it throwing me off here? I'm really confused as to why this keeps happening. Okay, let me pass it that time, that's nice. Fell through the floor again? Good God, what the hell? Finally. Now I know why speedrunners skip this stage. Well, most of it.
Holy crap. For fuck's sake, that's overdoing it!
Right! Turn right! Get off the road! I know you don't want me here, but you really could have been more subtle about it.
Come on, hit the fucking dodge. It's like, jeez, God, the combat in this game is so freaking rough. Everything you do has recovery.
Oh, what a day!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack! Ready, fire! Round over.
Pardon me. Yay! This is where I get the Kilgores. Kilgores are great, because there's a fun little glitch you can do with it. Makes it all worthwhile. Do I have a speedrun posted of this game? No, I've never speedrun this game. There's a lot of tricks to it, but there's just like so much button mashing that my body can't take playing one full playthrough of the game at all. Like, I can barely do like Bayonetta 2, but 1 has like a ridiculous amount of button mashing. It kills my back. So maybe post back surgery, might be able to do a run, learn how to do it, but oh, it's rough. People going from 1 to 2 have it a lot easier, but if you go from Bayonetta 2 to 1, it's kind of challenging. Give me that weapon piece. Give me my piece of Kilgore. This is the one I knew you could jump over. Okay. Can't go down that way. It's something over here, though. There it is. Okay, it's not gonna let me get on at that point. Alright, dude, where are you at? Feel like landing? You gonna land so I can kill you? There you go. Thanks, buddy. There's also a way you can like end this earlier too. Like you can jump off a little sooner, I think. So it seems like I have to go back and watch. Probably watch Ace's run. Ace Crana just did about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We actually got the world record again for Bayonetta 1. Like I'm pretty sure he had it before, but it just like got into I think sub 142. I forget what time he is. It's like a really great time though. Cogs is missing. right, you can spin it the right way. And there's enemies in this one, I remember correctly. Yep. A grace and or glory. Just talking about, like, just things in general, like different hobbies, or like, are you just being worked to the bone? That's where that is. That's why I hate this part. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, where's my key? Well, that sucks, you're getting worked to death. Work till about 3 or 4 during the day, so have another machine next to you so you can at least look one of your tasks, get an idea what to do. That's good. Thanks, game. Outside, work on the house, or study for CompTIA, holistic medicine, work on business application. Yeah, got a lot on your plate. How's CompTIA study for coming along, though? Oh god, not these guys. Oh, now I remember why I hate this level so much. Among many other things. These guys were basically turned into a joke for Bayonetta 2. It was like you kill them with like 4 or 5 gunshots. Bummer. So I was thinking, like, you know, hopefully you might be able to take it soon, but if it's slow going, it's going to be harder. Okay, where is it? There we go. Take another security course training today for contracting agency. Okay, that's good. Hopefully, it, you know, works into more money. The end goal. And don't give me the bird transformation. Thanks, game. Don't give me the crow. Don't just let me drop to my death. Seriously, what the fuck? Thanks, game. God damn. Nah, I missed it. I think I had the achievement for it anyway, like if you hit if you get all the apples on the way down. Okay, jump to your death. I'll take it. Unless you glitched out, then it's gonna be a problem. There we go. It's like, need to get off this here. You know? Yay, Kilgores. Yes, we shall enter the gates of hell.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you. Got my hands on a good one this time. You rarely get to lay eyes on this one, I tell you what.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so let's see. Here we go. Alright. I need to figure out the combo. Yeah, so basically you get like... I'm trying to remember, so I'll need to switch things around again in order to figure it out. Change weapon sets. Because what you do is like, you do a combo that's supposed to give you like a whole bunch of kicks, and then you like switch to it the last second to the Kilgores. You just start fighting off like a whole bunch of multiple rockets. Let's see. Let's just look up on Google. While the game just keeps looking slowly up. Okay, quadruple punches, then kicks. Yeah! That's it. So the trick is, you gotta get it down, you gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right into the kick. So you just start shooting multiple rockets, and it just will really take down a whole lot of health of a lot of enemies and bosses in particular. So, yay, it's what I've been looking forward to.
No matter how...
Ah, I tried to YOLO it. Don't YOLO! Oh no, this guy. Oh. Yeah, the golem. Yay. Also makes it 2 returns for the sequel. Yeah, so you get the ability to do the Kilgore glitch, and then you have to fight a boss who doesn't stay on the ground for the weak point. Yeah. All right, the sword's back on here. There we go. So this gets referenced in Bayonetta 2. Except for 2 does it correctly and doesn't quite work out here for 1. Okay, so you still can't do it with the swords, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack! Ready, fire!
Yeah! Best one ever.
Round over.
Alright, so hang out here. I will be right back in 1 minute. Or 2 minutes. Or a couple of minutes. Alright, I'm back. Continue on. As grumpy old Bayonetta 2 speedrunner complains about Bayonetta 1's mechanics. The stream.
You may select opponents of your choice.
Sigrid. I've been there before. Jean? Cereza? The little one? Tentacles? Why did it have to be tentacles?
Because Japan, that's why. I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going. Keep screwing it up. Too soon. let's go to the Alfheim. See what's in here. Kill angels before time expires. Enemies can defeated using Wicked Weave attacks. Okay. Just wondering if that did like more damage or not. I do. Oh, come on, give me enough room. Damn it, stop attacking. This is the exercise of frustration. Yay, finally dead. Yeah, that's just too damn frustrating. So attacks launch you right towards the enemies. It's like, no, I do not want that to happen, please. And of course, it's locking me in here until I kill these guys. come on. And don't lock on at all. And yes, Morgan, that's exactly what they say, buddy. Good to see you, Morg, by the way. Oh yes, PC port is a beast, and I have it all cranked up on highest settings, basically except for 1080p. I'm running at 720p just for the stream. But yeah, it's like you can run this game PC port full settings on literally an 8-year-old computer easily, as I'm fond to say. It really is true. And the good news is that this game goes on sale quite often. Usually you can get it, it's like 20 bucks normally, but you can get it for usually around a good $5 or so. But I'll tell you though, going from Bayonetta 2 to this one is clunky as hell. This game's combat was super, way simplified, like, not simplified, but like made smoother and faster for the sequel. Yeah, I have 46 out of the 50 achievements for this game. It's pretty tough. Looking around, it's like, where am I supposed to be going? Thanks, game. God. Level design really sucks. I mean, I like this game, it is good, but when you play 2 so much, and you, like, see all the level design improvements, how everything is laid out and makes sense, all the enemies are in front of you, this really is a game of its time. It's like, it really is a 10-year-old game. Yeah, 2 just like polishes the design like nobody's business. It really, I mean, combat is clunky and slow in this game. I mean, it's like where in 2 you can just keep the gunshots going and whip out your attacks. You can do like a punch, kick, punch as fast as you want and just whip it out as quickly. And this game, it's like you have to do a certain rhythm or you skip inputs, and it's brutal. It really takes adjustment. So going from like Bayonetta players going from 1 to 2 for speedrunning or just casual play make that switch a lot easier, but if you're going from 2 to 1, it's pretty brutal. Like right there, it just started eating inputs. It's like, okay. Yeah, this game also has like a lot more, what's the word, like campiness and charm to it, really. It's got a lot of like sexual innuendo. Bayonetta's oral fixation with lollipops, which is pretty much removed from the second game. Yep, shooting attack like the angel attack is missing from the sequel as well. As are, thankfully, the one-hit death queue time, quick time events, where like you have to, like, oh, you have an event coming up and you have to hit it just right. Also, another thing this game does that pretty much got removed for the sequel is where you get attacked right out of cutscenes. Like as soon as the cutscene like ends, and the moment you have gameplay, you're getting attacked. So you have to train yourself every single cutscene when it ends to hit the trigger to dodge, or else you're gonna get crushed. And then you also have fights here. I'm not sure what it is, but certain fights you cannot get witch time. I remember that this is going to be one of those fights. Dropped inputs. That and like Racing Glory are like a lot more formidable in this game too. Too, they got neutered big time. Oh yeah, and you fight them a lot of times. It's like a lot of the enemies, like those stupid like flying ship things I had to deal with, those got reduced down to a joke in Bayonetta 2. Because it's like you literally blow them up with like 5 gunshots from just your normal gun button, which is like the weakest attack in the entire game.
Well, you see, she just
Kind
went
of.
to look for something, that's all.
What's an Amber Alert?
Placing a poor, helpless child under
Why
her
is it the
spell.
child described as
She
me?
did anything to this little girl's parents, I swear.
Yeah, there's escort missions in this, and they're a little annoying at times, but they're not ridiculously
No need to
bad.
cry. We'll get you to your mom in no time. Here, I've got some candy if you want.
Strangers with candy. Stranger danger!
What is this? It's yummy.
I don't know. It's candy. Strawberry, I think?
Hey, Kitty, I've got some yummies. Would you like some?
Is that cat your friend?
Yes, he is. His name is Cheshire. He's cute, isn't he?
You're gonna be replaced by some Squirrel Boy.
What is
Some Yu-Gi-Oh! Squirrel Boy ripoff.
Well, so much for taking the highway.
You'll also be wearing a really stupider outfit in the sequel.
Find something else. Now, all I have to figure out is what to do about you. So, Cerecita, that woman's really your mom?
Uh-huh. My mummy is strong, and she protects me from scary monsters.
Monsters? I don't think.
Yes,
we know
Luca creates her
what real
oral
monsters
fixation, which, as a small child, which sounds incredibly wrong again. This game's full of stuff like that. Brute force it! I can do it! Also, a lot of problems with the cameras too. Like, you get into fights where you can't really see what's going on sometimes. Okay, explain that, please. Whoa, come on, camera. Where are you at? Except for I don't know where the boss is. There it is. Oh yeah, the game just is brutal to you for using items. It just like strips you of your money. Oh good, another one. Yeah, so the game conditions you to, like, not use lollipops at all. So that's why, like, when I played Bayonetta 2 the first time, like, when I got it, I didn't use items at all to begin with, you know, so it's like, it's only when I started messing around and experimenting that I realized that, like, oh, you don't get penalized for using items in this game, which is, they don't tell you. God, this is annoying. You gonna try locking on there, buddy, or...? Where'd it go? finally, jeez. I'm not sure why the water is yellow. I'm not sure I really want to find out unless I'm like in heaven's septic tank. Well, good luck, kid. You're on your own. Also, about the PC port, you can play with the controller, and then you can use the mouse for the angel attack. And still miss everything. Yep, it's a lot easier with the mouse. It is. It's what I was using and still failing at horribly. And I'm also on drugs that slow my reaction speeds, and it's cloudy outside today, and a spider bit me 2 weeks ago. It's just been a rough time. My girlfriend dumped me because she found out about my other girlfriend that I married. No. Nothing of the sort.
Okay. I'm here. There's no need to worry about a thing.
And that's how they died.
Get them, Mommy, get them!
Mommy.
Can't you see? Mommy's fighting the bad monsters for us. Mister, if you don't open your eyes, you'll miss everything. Look at these.
It's like, these aren't prescription glasses at all. You're a faker.
Shit!
So is this technically an angel attack? Luca taught her a lot of things. The thing he didn't teach her was how to love. How not to fall in love. The stupid, stupid man. But one sweet scarf, though. So you'd think she would remember all this. So of course they are altering the timeline, though, but...
Hell is that thing?
Mummy!
Cerecita, this is way too dangerous.
Yeah, Luca wouldn't take, admittedly, would not take a whole lot compared to Bayonetta. I would agree for cosplay design and costume work. I would have to agree with you on that. Like, alright, just need a multicolored scarf, clothes, done. Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, Kitty, what do you think we should do? He's hurt you, has he? Well, we can't be having that now, can we?
Quick, let me get my flying mech and destroy this thing. It's a lot faster that way.
Let's rock, baby!
Let's rock and or roll, sweet Susie. Yeah, that's why I like Bayonetta 2. You just fly in the air and destroy this thing in, like, literally 4 seconds or less. Just gun it down. Come on, try to hit me with a rock. It did. I mean, that's the one thing that I really miss about Bayonetta 2. You know, from this game is like the angel design and stuff. You just don't have that whole variation and all the different transformations you see in this game. You know, it just feels like it's a better game and it's missing stuff at the same time. It really is like pluses and minuses, so hopefully 3 will nail everything that made 1 and 2 great. As I have my Discord message set for right now, it's been 22 months since we've last seen or heard anything for Bayonetta 3, which is a shame. I was past that one. Yeah, Bayonetta 3. We're working on it? It's a game? Oh shit, we forgot to put out that trailer. Yeah, all this stuff was pretty much taken out for the sequel, and it makes it kind of more streamlined. Like, okay, they're dead, just kill them. Get them off the screen. The struggle events that happened on this day 10 years ago, Beta's release was not there. Okay, we need to find out what website that is and organize a petition, so we can get it taken down or the record corrected. Peshawar bombing, killed. Yeah, that happened today too. Also, the Game Boy came out 30 years ago as well.
How about now? Still?
Eventful day for lots of stuff.
You can go another round, can't you?
Lo solo consiscojas nunci lunci laian pilar
The Lumen Sage.
urso calasa
If I'm speaking English, why are you speaking Enochian? I mean, it just seems inconvenient.
arbors ayosan o divil kaba kada lunch mirn kaosan ka Bayonetta Jubilee's ka from
Oh god, Morgan, I can hear that commercial in my head just reading that. I learned it from you, Dad!
Friends. I suppose one of them is an adult, so they should be okay.
Yeah, so other predicted titles for this game was Patricide Simulator. That's another fun one too. You get to kill your father. This is yet another game that's like ruled by domestic violence. You know, daughter beating up dad and vice versa. 2 just up the ante because then you put the mom in there and the whole mix on top of everything.
Gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for.
It's like an episode of Cops, but it's a video game.
Ready, fire!
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hit that one.
Round over.
True, I mean, you get to kick him in the sun, and like you actually take an entire tour of the galaxy too, or not the galaxy, but the universe. So, seeing how it took like 35 years for the Voyager 2 to leave our, go to get into interstellar space, which is past the heliosphere, which is like the influence of our sun, the gravity. And you do that sequence in like 30 seconds. It's like you were going, gosh, at least 20. No, probably about 40 or 50 times the speed of light, I would have to guess. Yeah, 2 is just, it's, like I said, I like 2 a lot better for gameplay-wise, but I really miss the aesthetics of the first game. And I know that the sound is cut off for the game, it's doing that for a reason. But yeah, it's like, I really miss the aesthetics of this first game. It really has a lot of charm and things like that. It just didn't carry over to number 2 for whatever reason. And hopefully with their design changes for how they're making the games for Bayonetta 3 and Platinum going forward, instead of just doing one level at a time and then trying to remember stuff, they'll have it all planned out. So hopefully we can get the charm and the camp from this game and all the aesthetics brought into the action for number 2. And if no one's seen it yet, this is a documentary for the Eyes of Bayonetta. It's like basically about how the entire game was made. It even shows like early Xbox footage, because this is originally supposed to be an Xbox One game, not Xbox One, but Xbox original, because Microsoft is a bunch of idiots. You know, from like, we're going to name this Xbox One even though we have an Xbox already. And this is another review by Foxcade, who goes through and dissects the whole thing. Oh, dude, I love that. I would love to have a copy of that DVD. Especially the art book. The art book would be great. I know one of our Discord members has the sequel to it, the Eyes of Bayonetta, the artwork for number 2. But yeah, I would love to own those art books myself. So Foxcade also does a good retrospective as well. He also did one on 2. If you have like 3 hours of time to kill, you can watch all those together, back to back.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Cereza, how did you get such magical glasses?
The devil.
The glasses aren't magic, silly. I can see the monsters without them.
Just blurry monsters like
Monsters?
you.
Not quite. So, has Bayonetta, I mean your mom, been fighting these big bad monsters for a long time?
Mummy is a witch, and witches protect people and are very strong. When I grow up, I'll be strong too, and I'll protect my mummy.
No, you won't. She'll
think
die.
Witches do what? Oh, forget it. No point in arguing with a little kid. I'll manage on my own.
I'm sure you will.
I think with Bayonetta's proportions, she's somewhere like 7 or almost 8 feet tall.
You never cease to amuse
If she were to be
me,
like,
Cheshire.
you know, human
I
size.
suppose that's your next target?
And I'm not counting the giant hair bun.
This is yours, little one. You didn't cry while I was gone, did you?
Nope.
Good.
Bayonetta, no matter how I ask, no matter how many times, you always say the same thing.
Come now, Kitty. You know it was
A
all just...
misunderstanding. You're so stubborn, you know that?
So is Luca the tsundere in this
My
relationship?
father, he was a journalist too. In fact, he was twice the man I could ever hope to be.
I was
He
cursed with
obsessed
small
with
genitalia,
one
you
case
see.
His entire career. A case so
Oh, that.
bizarre it took over his life. They could have made a movie of the details. The followers of darkness, the Umbra witches, and their light world counterparts, the Lumen sages, controlling everything with a power known as the Eyes of the World. Then, the light and dark clans suddenly disappeared from their medieval home in Europe. You may be familiar with the town. You're standing in it. Welcome to Vigrid, 500 years later.
500 years.
Each clan, working at the behest of the powers that be, sought to lead their fractured world towards peace. They both possessed an eye said to have the power to create history that they used to oversee the world. However, their spirit of cooperation did not last, for amongst them, a pair of young star-crossed lovers conceived a child that sent the clans on a path to ruin. The woman was thrown in jail, and the man exiled from his clan. However, the child remained with the Umbra, raised as a black sheep even amongst the darkness. Since the balance between light and dark had been lost, both clans spiraled into decay. Legend had it that the two eyes could be united to control reality itself. And this legend fueled ambition and desire, leading to a myriad of battles between the clans. In fact, It led to their mutual destruction. My father was mocked for buying such a fairy tale. However, I believed his story. And I believe it more than ever now that I've found you. The memory of the clan lingers on, despite the passing of 500 years. What on earth was my father searching for? And why did he have to die for it? I have to discover the truth with my own eyes. That's why I haven't given up my chase for it. Or you. The head of the Ithoval Group, the multinational that dominates Vigrid, recently tried to sell an enormous gemstone on the black market. If he isn't selling out in the open, it means we're going to have to acquire it by other means. And that starts by sneaking onto that jet.
Mummy, are you looking for something?
I am.
How did you lose it?
Little one, do you have anything you really like? Something really important to you?
Yes, this. I love it.
Where did you get this?
You gave it to me, Mummy, for my birthday.
Yeah, sadly, this is all we see of Rosa.
When you love something, never lose it. Understand, little one? You must keep it safe, close to your heart.
So if they're in the middle of an airfield, what was he attached to to swing from that? It's like Spider-Man. Except for the PS4 Spider-Man, they actually made it so you can't swing if there's nothing there. With old Spider-Man games.
Shit.
Alright, let's take a look at this here real quick. Ooh. Oh, you do have the eyes of Bayonetta too. You lucky dog. Got the special edition. Ooh, Bayonetta, I like that. And the amiibos. Thought about getting the amiibos, but I'll have to see. They're kind of hard to come across in the United States, unfortunately. That's why my European friends are like, what are you talking about, like, amiibos being rare? It's like, here in the States, they kind of are. It's like, you go overseas, they're plentiful, but wow. Yeah, I love that you have both those art books. There we go. Alright, back to the game. Sadly, I do not really own any Bayonetta swag unless it's like the original games, but By the way, notice that these are wicked weaves coming through here at me. Yeah. I wonder who else has wicked weaves in this game. First time I ever saw this game was like back on Justin TV, and somebody was at this part, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this game. It's like, I need to track this down. Sealed copies of 1 for 360. Ooh, nice. Well, 2 was for the Wii U for a little bit, because it had Bayonetta 1 and 2. So that actually kind of became like a semi-collector's for a while, until they reissued it again. But at least here in the States, ever since they did the reissue for the Wii U, when Bayonetta got added to Smash, the price of it went down by a lot, because the original version was like, I want to say around 100, it went up to like about $120, $130, and now last I checked it's selling for like 30 or 40 bucks. Yep, if you had that sealed DVD, that would probably be, I don't know, that'd probably be worth something, I'd imagine. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going right now. Whoa, camera, okay.
Back to your old self, are we?
Yeah, last time I looked, like, those art books are still, they've gone up in price. At least when I was thinking like, how much is it going to cost me? And last time I looked, they were like $100 each. So
Something troubling you? Only your
it's a huge retread. It's a very light retelling of the story, but it's really cool that they got the voice actors from the game to do the movie voice acting, though, which I thought was a good touch. It was a nice little touch.
It's clear you're worried for the girl.
Oh, that's gotta burn. Crotch burn. So Jean can control bullets with her mind. Too bad that doesn't come back in the other game. That would've been sweet. I like playing as Jean in the sequel already, but that would be even cooler. Telepathic bullets.
Tell me where she is, now! My, aren't we attached to our precious little one? Do you like it when she calls you Mummy? You're absolutely delusional. If I leave her, he'll never shut up about it. And his whining is twice as irritating as anything the child could muster.
Child muster? What?
Tongue when it comes to curling round the truth. And what about you? What are you hiding? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these might mean something to you. I've no need for worthless junk.
Mr. Honeybuddy, no!
I am well aware of my task, but you have forgotten. that I do not need your help.
Good going, John.
It seems your little friend is gone forever. Fill them. Fill your eyes with hatred. Accept your violent fate. Accept it, and earn the left eye.
Ooh, that'd be a good subtitle for number 3. Bayonetta 3, Violent Fate. There's a call for you on the red courtesy phone. No, the red courtesy phone. Okay, let's get over here. Come on. There you are. Oh, I know you snap with a gun in your hand. That's amazing.
Teresa.
Not yet. She isn't ready.
Why is the ship in the middle of the air flooding? I have lots of questions.
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Teresa!
Mommy! I was so scared.
No crying now, little crying babies. Time to go, little one. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, game. It's like, put her down over here to keep her out of the way, and the game's like, nope, spawn everybody over to attack her at once. Okay, so water's coming up. Good to know. That's what's supposed to have happened last time, but did not. Oh, we've landed somehow. Okay. I didn't know we hit the water. It's like I just remember us being in the air. Like, oh, apparently we've landed and... This is now a thing that's going on? Your mom is awesome, Morg. Mine just survived a 3-story fall off being pulled off a roof, but by one of her dogs, but you just can't beat the rocket launchers, you know? Okay, you gonna come down here or what? Yeah, my mom was in the security police, which is like the Air Force's police division. She was a dog handler. And she had the dog on a short leash, and they were doing a perimeter walk around the roof of like a 3-story building. And for whatever reason, the dog jumped off the roof and it dragged my mom right off. And she landed like face first on the ground, 3-story fall, splat. Was in a coma, I think, for 6 weeks. Yeah, it's like she somehow survived it. Pretty crazy. And of course, it's kind of funny to hear like stories of what my mom used to be like before the accident happened. Because like now she's like June Cleaver, you know, bake cookies for everybody type deal. You know, like the ultimate, you know, the ultimate housewife, so to speak. You know, for my dad. And it's like And here she used to be like this big drinker and partier and everything. It's like until the accident happened, it took me like to point it out to her, like, you have brain damage, you have traumatic brain injury. It changed her personality. It's like she used to be this wild party person, and then she's like, oh, would you like some cookies or brownies? It's like, okay, that's kind of different. Cardinal virtue of prudence. My. Yeah, mom's bought this rocket launcher is just a hobby. Still, your mom is still a lot cooler than mine. Okay, I know where this goes now. It's the fight. A boss fight, but everyone should know what time it is now. We've reached the end of the stream. Well, I definitely thank everybody for hanging out. I do appreciate it. The Morgue, Nimix as always, Mollusk showed up too. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, T. Wallace dropped by as well, and Alex Love. So yeah, I had a couple people drop by, and of course everybody lurked. Always cool. Do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Morgue. So I will be back again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't know when that is, just type it into Google and it will tell you for wherever you are in the world. I probably will be playing... Probably I'll go back to Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, because I'm still flirting with the idea mentally about possibly trying to learn to speedrun that game. I'm not sure if I will or not, but at least if I can go through and get a full playthrough in and complete it, then I'll exactly know for sure if I want to or not. You can also check me out on Twitter at Worsel555, so that way you know exactly when I'm going to be streaming 2 or 3 hours in advance. You post up when I'll be streaming, or if I need to cancel. I might change the plans for it. I might do a Bayonetta 2 speedrun. I might play Beautiful Joe. That kind of popped in my head with the Platinum games. I'm like, I haven't played that game forever, but I'll figure it out. We'll see how it do. So... we'll give Mr. T. Wallace a raid. Looks like he's playing Grandia 2. Alright, so thanks for hanging out, and I will see y'all next time.